Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Love going to throw right away. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hollywood Brown was not in theater as part of his debut season in Arizona, missing 5 games and crossing just 700 yards. We'll see if a regime change is what gets Brown back over 1,000 yards and to that next gear beyond. Good play there to pick up the first.
Okay, right. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for Justice Hill. We'll get this up to about the 44. You look at this Niner defense. And that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Hill. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a 1st down.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Hill. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Love from the gun. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We'll love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Oh, spinning away. And he goes out right around the 39. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Love. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9. Again, they run with Hill. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here is 3rd and 5. Love. Got him in. It's Brown. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down. Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. 1st down, here's Mitchell. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 7. Wilson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, Hill. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. First down, Love to pass. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to move back in front. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, They'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Another run with Mitchell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Mitchell now off the option. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing is Wilson. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they can't bring him down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Let's do it.
Now it's Wilson. Gets that one incomplete there.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. B.J. Ojulari in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Come on, set. Get the defense. Make them see the man at the guard. Watch out now.
Working out of the gun. Love. That pass complete to Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 on a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Love now to pass on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Dana from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on ESPN. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. But we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Spins by. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And across Across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Niners are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cardinals 10. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Oh, baby, you know the owner's happy with that one.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Now Wilson on 1st down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Play action. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of looking behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rushed decisions or another turnover.
On third down, Love. That is caught, and he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Love. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run over center with Mitchell. 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy,